So, if you are a tourist or visitor of excellent Lviv city and you are tired of historical buildings, museums in the center of the city and so on, this is an excellent alternative for to have a rest. So, even by the tram, you can come from the center of the city to this very nice park. The name is this small forest nearby suburban forest Shevchenkovo Guy. But in this area there is a location, this museum, there is a map of one, and for foreign tourists there is an excellent opportunity that all the inscriptions are doubled in English language. So if you don't know the Ukrainian ones, you can easily come here without any local guide and just roam around. So, you can see all the information below is in English. So the area of the museum is separated into several zones, historical zones of Lviv area. For example, this house near the entrance is beginning of 20th century, and you can see it's modern furniture, modern kitchen devices. Yeah, because in 20th century, of course, not medieval ages. Some photos as I see on the walls, but neighboring house it's like medieval age. Yeah, this one it's 1792, the end of 19th century, and you can compare 100 years less, and surroundings is opposite, absolutely opposite. Yes, dark medieval ages. So what can I tell you more? From the entrance there is an pebble path, yes, and from the right side there are different houses which belong to different geographical areas of Lviv area, of Lviv region. Most of this most of the houses, buildings are open, so you can easily come inside to make photos, videos and so on. Yes, with different household gadgets at that time. National suits, costumes. And from the, as far as I remember, from the right side at the entrance there are two wooden churches. Yes, Saint Archangel Michael. Yes, as you see, there are wooden rifles. Yes, rifles. Wooden roof. Yes, and but to regret, during my visit, both these churches were closed. The central place of the museum, I can say, this wooden temple, church, cathedral. I could say cathedral because it's really nice, with the name after God. Very interesting school, 1880, the end of the 19th century. So from the in this building, the teacher lived and worked. For example, this is the living room of the teacher. Yeah, yes, bedroom, and opposite there is a classroom for children. I can tell you that at that time, local community. This is kitchen. Yeah. And local community, they hired a teacher from the nearby town, and they paid salary to the teacher because at that time teachers usually didn't want to go to some village in the mountains. So local community sometimes offered very good salary. But on the other side, for teacher it was very good conditions if you were living somewhere in the mountains, because you live in one room and your working place 2 meters just to cross corridor. You don't need to go to somewhere, especially in winter time, because at that time in Ukraine the winters were very severe. So go further, it's another another area of Lviv, or Lviv district, Lviv area. This is a Cossack village, let's say. It's very interesting, forging, because what Cossacks usually did at that time, manually, I would like to take your attention, namely manually, without any extra devices. And you know, this is a metal, and they had to support very high temperature in the forged oven, because as far as I remember, the minimum temperature to melt iron should be around 1800 degrees. Yes, this, can you imagine how to provide at 1800 degrees in such a, I cannot imagine. I think it was very difficult. So another Cossack church, it was opened, luckily, yeah. Volodymyr and Olga, church by the name of Volodymyr and Olga, partially opened, friendly speaking, yes. Very nice iconostasis. Also some wooden figures, Christian, which were connected to Christianity in the forest. And then, by the way, to come to another area, you need to go down, to move down to a valley, yes, and then climb up to another side, to another part of the museum. This is the area, Gutsul area. It means because this Gutsul area is located in Carpathian Mountains, and I think designers of the museum thought of it because they located this part of the museum exactly on the hills, on the top of the hills, like the mountain, Carpathian Mountain. Gutsul area, they have, by the way, costumes a little bit looks like Romanian ones, a little bit, yes, because but maybe because Romania is neighboring area to Gutsul nation, to Gutsul ethnos. Yes. Some wooden path, yeah. Even here was the rain, you can easily come through it. By it, sorry. Another area of it's Podil, something like this, I don't remember exactly. It's also, I think, the end of 19th century, not medieval ages. Because the house is more or less modern. And finally, at the end of your route, you can come to this very nice pond. I was lucky because I did video at the October, yellow time, autumn time. You can see it's very nice time. It's a very nice season. And I found two inhabitants, two birds. I think you recognize them. I'm not sure whether they live here all the time, but at autumn, at least at autumn, they are. Please don't feed them because they swim to you. You can easily make a lot of photos, but you know, these birds, it's much more better not to give some food to them. So if you are planning to visit this museum, please have at least 2 or better 3 hours.